I was a little close to having an accidental home birth because this is how I spent active labor without realizing I was in labor. Contractions started first thing in the morning, but I had been having them on and off for weeks, so I did not know if this was the real deal, but I took a bump video just in case. We moved into a new house the week before I gave birth. I took a screenshot of this low maintenance plant that I thought I was gonna go find that day. I thought it was a good time to become a plant lady. Again, we had just moved in and I wanted a cute house. I'm thinking, let's go shopping. So we went to World Market. I'm having contractions, feeling lots of pressure, but I still want to find cute house stuff. So I took a picture of these side tables that I did not get. At this point, I was getting very uncomfortable, so I decided that the logical thing to do was to save this house stuff for another day and go to the beach instead. Here's my 2-year-old at the beach. Meanwhile, contractions are about 5 minutes apart. I texted my husband this photo of me, my parents, and my 2-year-old. His response was fun. I really have no explanation for this one. I don't know if I thought this was aesthetic or maybe this was where I was at mentally, just the sand sifting through my fingers. I don't really know. This was the cutest video I got this day of my parents and Brooks. At this point, I'm thinking we gotta go because these contractions are getting closer together. I still don't think it's the real deal, but let's just go home just in case. Mom and I made dinner. We had a friend over this night and my mom told me, please start timing those contractions. So I just casually wrote down the time whenever I had a contraction. You can see they're not super close together. I mean, some are close together, some are further apart. There's no consistency. I still don't know what's going on. I go upstairs to put my 2-year-old to bed for the night and I decide I'm gonna lay down for a little bit just to see if these contractions stop. This is where things get exciting, okay? So I'm laying in bed and my contractions don't stop. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna Google some last minute questions about birth. The things I am on Reddit for is going through transition less intense if your water is still intact? As I am Googling this, I feel a popping sensation. Water goes all over my bed. I text my husband, come up here, please. He comes upstairs. I say, hey, my water broke. I think this is the real deal. It's like, all right, sweet. I hop in the shower, grab some last minute items for my hospital bag. We get in the car. At this point, things are intense. We are driving to the hospital and the only thing I said on this car ride was drive faster. They are wheeling me through the halls of the hospital and the nurses are so kind but so nonchalant because none of us realize how fast this is about to go. We get in our room. I am 7 centimeters dilated. I am now yelling at my husband to get the worship music on, but he's thrown off by that because originally in my birth plan, I said, I don't want any music. I just want silence. When you are in what is known as transition in labor, you know that you can change your mind, and I definitely changed my mind. I'm yelling, put the worship music on. He's fumbling to get this playlist on. You can see by this accidental screenshot, he's trying to turn it up. He takes a screenshot, everything's crazy, but the worship music is now on. Thank you, Jesus. This wasn't supposed to turn into a birth story. So long story short, we get into our room at 10:08 p.m. The baby's here at 10:55 p.m. My doctor missed it. The on-call doctor was there and she was great. This was my second unmedicated hospital birth. It was very intense, but she was out in one push and the relief after is unreal. Also the wait, what? And this is me right after birth.